I'm Barbara Jennings, your local realtor here, and today we've got a special guest, Mac Church, and he is with Atlantic Coast Mortgage. And let me tell you, we've got a special mini series just about lending for the next, oh goodness, goes until next year. It may go into even longer, but for right now, we're going to get to the end of the year. On every Wednesday night, we're going to post this, so stay tuned and make sure you tap that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified not only of these lending videos that are going to educate you in today's shifting market, but also we've got driving tours and we've got all kinds of pros and cons about all the different counties, all the way up to Northern Virginia down to Prince William County. So without further ado, we're going to get going and introduce Mac Church.
Let's do it.
Okay. Hey, so you're thinking about buying a home, and hey, I got Mac Church here, my special guest.
Thank you.
He's a local lender, and he is with Atlantic Coast Mortgage. Mac is with Atlantic Coast Mortgage. Video, we're going to be talking about
steps to purchasing a home.
So where do you really start? So if you're thinking about moving and relocating somewhere, or buying a home, buying a first home, downsizing, resizing, that's the new term now I heard the other day. Like, people aren't really downsizing or upsizing, they're just resizing. So if you're resizing, you're going to want to stay tuned to the end to this video, because we're talking a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff.
Yes.
So what would you really do? Like, if I'm a buyer and I'm thinking, oh, I think I want to buy a house this year. You know, it's in the next 6 to 12 months, let's just say.
Which is a great time frame to start. I always say you can never start too early.
Yeah.
But 6 to 12 months is the perfect time, because it gives you time to get everything straight. Yeah. To get your credit in order if you need that, to save money if you need that.
Some people don't even know. Some people don't even know what their credit score is.
They have no idea.
Some of them, these apps that are out there, are just not accurate. You really need to go to a lender like Mac and find out really what your credit score is. And going 6 to 12 months prior, it's not going to hurt your credit score.
No.
You know.
So the big thing about credit is the very first thing you should do at least, though, is get your credit checked. And if you don't want to go to a lender to get it checked, there are some free websites online that you can get it checked. However, I will tell you that all of the online credit bureaus or credit reports that you pull, every single one of them use a different credit scoring model, and none of them match the lender credit score model or mortgage model. So generally,
amazingly,
what happens,
you know.
Yeah,
you would think that it would be the same, but it's not.
Well, the credit bureaus are out to make money, so they're a business just like anything else. So they want to have different models, so that way you have to possibly buy more than one type of credit report. I'm going to give you an example. There's a certain credit reporting company out there that you can get your credit report for, and it's generally about 40 to 60 points higher than what our scores will be in the mortgage world.
Okay.
So while it might be good for monitoring your credit to see if your scores are going up or down, it's not a true reflection of what your mortgage credit report is, which is actually all that matters.
Yeah.
So I always I always say first is get your credit pulled to see where you're at. Even if you think your credit's 800, still get it pulled to see where you're at.
And I'll get that link from Mac, and I'll stick it down in the description. So if you guys aren't ready to reach out to Mac yet, but you kind of want to say, where am I on, your credit score? We'll stick that link down below so they can check that out at least, to get a baseline.
Right.
It's always good to kind of know where you're at.
And the credit report's also going to help you determine your debt to income ratios, which is the number one thing that affects an approved loan or not, is debt to income. Everything is about debt to income, which is how much money you bring in versus how much money goes out.
Yep.
So the credit report is going to help determine what your debt to income is, and then how much you will be able to buy with factoring in a mortgage payment.
Wow.
So the credit report is the most important thing out there. Number one. The second is creating a budget that meets all your needs, and then figuring out what can you actually afford to pay per month for a mortgage.
Okay.
So that's key, is to sit down and figure all that out. And saving money, Barbara, you and I have talked in other videos about the amount of money that's going to be needed out of pocket. In most cases, we said it's about $2,000.
Yeah, that's
so starting to save that money up is another thing that you want to do in the beginning.
Yeah, so I think the budget and saving money can kind of go hand in hand. So if I was you and I'm sitting in my living room, or out somewhere watching this video, and I say, I'm thinking about buying a house, let me go ahead and click that link or reach out to Mac and find out where my baseline credit score is, or get the true where I'm at, and if there's any blemishes on my credit report. Hey, 6 to 12 months out, I can have time to get that fixed, get my credit score up so I can get a better interest rate, and then also be able to save some money and do a budget and really find out, because you don't want to be house poor.
No.
You definitely don't want to be house poor. You want to stick within a budget. So if you're renting now, or, there's definitely house calculators where they say X amount of money, should go towards housing, and then there are groceries and stuff like that. So lots of good things. If you reach out to us, we've got resources for you guys that can help you.
And then, of course, once you've done all that, then you want to reach out to a lender if you haven't done so already. I always advise your first step really when you pull your credit report, should be with a lender, so you get that accurate credit report and you're already starting on it. But if you decide to do things the other way, with saving money, getting your credit report pulled online, then you do need to reach out to a seasoned professional mortgage loan originator that can now take everything and tie it together and find out, this is actually what you would be approved for, this is the amount you'd be approved for, this is the payment you'd be approved for, and figure all that out, because the worst thing you can do is you want to buy a house and start the whole process without doing these steps first. You don't want to put the cart before the horse.
So many people
and assume that you can do whatever.
Or assume that you can't do anything, and then you lose out and not being able to buy a house. So contacting a professional lender upfront in the get-go is the best thing that you can do, so you get the right information in your hands and know what the right steps are. And then also, they've got access. Mac's company has access to all these different loan programs, and you can check one of our other videos out, and there's just so many different programs, loan programs and grant programs, and 100% down. You really need to. It's a big investment. It is buying a house
is the biggest investment.
Is the biggest investment.
Unless you're a billionaire and buy a $60 million yacht. But,
Yeah, I was just going to say a yacht. I was like, I watched a movie the other night about someone living on a yacht. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But we're talking about buying a house, not buying a yacht. You see where our mind is. It is winter. It's kind of cold out here. Right now it's 20-some degrees. And we're definitely thinking about the beach. For sure. So that's kind of why the yacht came into mind. But hey, at the end of the day, we're talking about things that you need to do when you're purchasing a home. So as always, reach out to a professional, a local professional, because they know all about the ins and outs, the different areas, and the programs specific, just like that Prince William County. If you're going to one of these online lenders,
you're not going to find out anything about any of that. You're not going to be offered any of that. You're not going to be offered grants. You're not going to be offered all the different things that can help you.
No.
So yeah. And then once we get that all figured out, then you get to go see Barbara and have fun.
Then we look at homes, new construction homes. I love working with people that are just so excited about getting in a home, and you walk in the house after I open up the door, and they're like, oh my God, I love, this is it. Or, ooh, no, we got to go to the next one. I'm like, okay, lock them up. Let's go. So it is an exciting time for you guys. It's also a stressful and emotional roller coaster. Not only the buying process, but the loan process, and then everything that has to do with buying a home. So when you're thinking about buying a house, you'll want to reach out to a professional like ourselves. Give us a call, shoot us a text,
send an email,
even send a pigeon carrier. However you want to reach out. Days, nights, weekends, we're working for you, helping you get your loan approved, get the right mortgage payment, get the right mortgage program for you, and then reaching out and finding the right house for you. That's my job. His is a loan. mine's the house.
Hers
So-
is fun, mine's reality.
Yeah. But together we make a great team.
Right.
So reach out to us and let us help you in your journey to buying a new house and getting the best loan possible.
Right?
Oh my goodness, Mac, that was such great information. I can tell you, hey buyers, if you're out there and you're listening here to Mac, he is the Mac Daddy. He's got all, he wasn't ready for me to say that, but that's the truth. He knows what he's doing. He's got the service, he's got the people, he's got the knowledge and the wisdom, and he is a local lender.
Yes.
So
Well, thank you so much, Barbara, for having me. It's been wonderful, and I hope all of you out there will definitely reach out to us with any questions or needs. We've been doing this a long time, so we have a lot of knowledge for you, and answer anything that you need and help you buy that house.
that's right. So if you guys are watching, remember to comment below, buy now, down there in the comments, and we will get right to you and answer any questions that you had, or you could just reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Yeah, reach out days, nights, weekends. It doesn't matter, because you know, when you're looking online, it's 24/7. So whatever time of the day it is, just comment below. We'll get any question that you have answered.